Hey, Gitbox here. So, with the ending of MUT 20, basically, with the last power-up expansion day, got me thinking, got me nostalgic, got me the old Ultimate Team. So I went to 15, which recently just got all of its solos taken out along with 16 and 17. And I want to talk about, like, why we liked MUT back then, like, what brought me into 15. 15 was my first Ultimate Team. Of course, I've been playing Madden franchise for over a decade previous to this, but Madden 15 Ultimate Team. Why did we like it, right? What were the positives about it? And then at the end, we'll talk about some of the negatives, because nothing is always 100% better than another. Nothing's always downhill. I've said there's been a lot of great additions over the last few years. And let's just talk about why it was liked, right? I think MUT 15 was the last of, like, well, not, I'd say MUT, okay. The last of the non-competitive MUTs was probably 16, right? They started going more competitive near the end of that. And so MUT 15 was much more based around just building your team, having fun in the mode, and I feel like that was kind of been lost in the last few years since we've added weekend leagues, salary caps, like solo battles. There it is. Why is my brain not working? So like it's a lot more like leaderboard based. Like back in the day, right? The only leaderboard we have was in this head-to-head seasons where people were like, hey, I get top leaderboard. Like this was cool. Right? Obviously, these things have changed since we played back then, so people still have played it afterwards and changed it. But like MUT 16, you recognize a lot of the top names with the top leaderboard too. Like SDW was a big name. PokerStars, like a lot of these things I definitely recommend. Snaponic still playing the game. I just played them this year. I think I was able to take that game in like a very defensive one on stream. But like Just Relax, like a lot of these names at the top of the leaderboard, well known, right? Well known in the community. But right now the leaderboards are so scattered. The leaderboards back then not necessarily like the greatest because also they're based on like how many games you play. So obviously leaderboards have needed revamping. Head-to-head seasons, it actually matched you up based off what level of seasons you're in. So like if I'm in All Madden second, which I'm in right here, that matched me, right? Against somebody in All Madden second. Where people would demote, of course, there's ways of fixing that. Just don't allow people to demote once they get to a certain level. Put floors on it, then reset the floors every month or so. Regardless, it was very like all-in-one mode. It was kind of like playing that, and it was just kind of like casual, right? There's no money to play for, so it felt more fun, I guess. You did it for the team building stuff. And now my team isn't good because I gave it away at the end of the year. I also gave it away at the end of 17. 16, my team is still pretty good because I didn't. But talking about these cards, it's actual cards, right? The card art. There's a lot of different stuff. We got like mover stuff, rising stars, which brings into to play Budge Beast, and I'll get back to that. But like the card art, these are actual cards. They're square. Like some of the cooler card arts, which I sadly am not going to see. You got Brandon Browner's golden ticket on here. You got Night Train Lane over there. There was a lot of variants. And I'm not saying 20's card art is trash. It's not. But the borders around it is ugly. I do appreciate some of the artworks, like I think maybe I'm thinking of 16 Megatron, but there were some sweet 15 ones too, in 15. So the card art I feel like has been something that's been consistently okay. I feel like it took a dip previous couple years, but 20 I think has kind of gone up a lot, especially with the ability to kind of change your card art. But like I do think 15, 16 in that era had the best card art of the series that I've seen. 17, 18, 19. But then 20 I feel like it's slightly better, but I still think like this classic era card art, because it reminds me more of actual cards, is one of the reasons why I like it and nostalgic for it. So off of that, I mean, some of these cards, let's go back to this, sorry. I want to talk about the cards more themselves. Over 100 stats. Now, there's a lot of controversy. Do they work? MUT Leaks this past year went in and looked and did it, even this one. He said, yeah, they do work, over 100 stats. Brandon Browner, 99. Shoot, does he not have anything over 100? Is he one of the golden tickets without it? He might not have it, okay? I might have picked the bad one. Maybe Night Train Lane should have been my guy. Does he have over 100 anywhere? He doesn't have over 100 either. Darn it, well, I took some bad examples there. 16 had it. I don't have a good enough roster to show over 100. Wait, does Clay have anything close to that? Probably not, right? Willis. So, over 100 stats with their back of the day. Well, there it is. 102 pursuit on Clay Matthews. So, whether that mattered or not, obviously that's something you want them to look at. And like, there's some tests done, and people say, oh, this doesn't really matter based off this test. But like, if they're able to get it working, over 100, love it. Bring it into the game. I miss it. It kind of brought excitement later in the season, give them a reason to like make cards. And it just kind of kept the excitement going, like, wow, this guy's got 101 speed. It's like Madden Mobile. How does Madden Mobile have it now, but MUT 20 didn't? And MUT 21 probably won't have it either. chemistry on the card themselves. So each card came with like baked in chemistry, right? Which you could argue we still have right now with teams and theme teams. So it's not like it's gone away, but like you get to choose your chemistry, and then it added like +5. Even though people like still were like, hey, it doesn't really add that much boost to the card. I don't know. I kind of like the baked on chemistry. Like that's why theme teams, I think, that are popular, not only just because it represents your team, but because it is a baked on chemistry. So like more of that, but I really do like the ability to kind of choose and customize our card and our chemistry. But like if there was something besides for just theme teams to have it like cooked on the card, kind of like how FIFA, you can run with their specific teams. I will say I do like Madden's chemistry system better than FIFA's, but a lot of this brought back like the team building aspect, like I talked about right off the rip, right? We did this to build our team, to maximize ourselves, not necessarily like to be the best in the field, but to like kind of just like get our best lineup out there and play with cards and just kind of have fun with the mode rather than being worried about sweating and playing and you know, seeing if I can't have like the meta team or whatever. So I mean, a lot of people do use off meta teams and whatnot, but you know, that's kind of what it is. So cards late in the year and sets and promos later in the year that came. That was another big thing that we were liked back in the day, right? When we looked at the old stuff, we'll get to the Masters in a second. We got like all rookie team later in the year, and then the Master Charles Woodson. I want Charles Woodson back so badly. Such a cool card. Such a cool guy and good player in the league too. So like Charles Woodson got a free safety card. So like all rookie Master sets were kind of cool. We still have sets within sets and Master sets. That hasn't changed much. 4th of July. These cards were freaking neat too. Man, overall, Vincent Jackson by doing the Independence Badge. Oof, I'm a little short. And I already looked at the market. There's only like one card up on the market right now. So the market hasn't changed much at all in the last few years. That's basically be consistent year to year in MUT. As you know, the market, I guess they just did it and that's good enough. There's Robert Griffin, RG3. A lot of the same names we have nowadays, right? A lot of these still are dominating. Jared Allen, maybe not, but yeah, interesting to see. A lot of same legends that are in the game that used to be. Oh, I want to do more sets. So end of year content. It kept like the best time of year, right? Was the end of year content. Was like kind of doing all these things. This right here. We used to get packs within packs, right? So like you'd pull a pack and you have like a collectible to pull another pack. You're like, oh, let me sort it in the pro pack. I just got a pro pack inside of a pro pack. This is awesome. Why are packs not within packs anymore? This was fun. It added more excitement to bring to be in packs. This shit was really cool. The mystery. I mean, say what you will. There's a reason why mystery novels are so popular. There's a reason why people are titillated and they want to keep going. Mystery cards. These were cool. I don't know why why didn't they continue with this? This was just awesome. Like, so there's like a lot of different like concepts and ideas. And yeah, sure, not all promos were winner back then, but at least it like varied up. It wasn't all just Legends and Legends. They actually had like different stuff that we were doing. Legends are, you know, pretty consistent, really haven't changed much. Palomalu and D'Angelo Hall. So we still had Legends back then. That's really not that different. NFL Legacy, we had coaches different. So all we have is John Madden now. There were various coaches back in the day that we could add to our team to have more customization. I don't understand why they haven't done more like this over the last few years to add to our. Maybe we could add like offensive, defensive coordinators to our teams. Well, yeah, adding like your own coach that you can get different like milestones and head-to-head and different ways of getting that. That was kind of neat. The warehouse. The one thing I will say is like the warehouse, I believe, has badges in here somewhere. Maybe there's badges somewhere in this thing, and badges were negative. Badges were definitely negative. Oh wait, here they are. A 6 badge reward pack. Yeah, badges. I'm glad those are gone. You could just use like regular cards instead of having to convert over to a badge. There was badge speculation too, so that wasn't the worst. Is like with badges going up and down, it was not bad. Like I do feel like investments back in the day paid off a little better than do now. I'm not saying investments are dead. Investments definitely work in 20 with like power ups and stuff. You got gold badges. Here's a lot of these badges stuff. So badges were kind of cool, but kind of annoying at the same time. I don't know. I kind of put them in my neutral category. I didn't mind them because they were cool to invest in, but they were kind of annoying just to do and then trade in. But you know, that's what it is. We also had throwback cards and different sets, Wheel of Contracts, these gamble sets. I don't understand why we don't have like gamble sets like this again, like right where we put in a bunch of cards, we get like a flashback pack. Now we do have it in training, so you can trade it in. But there was something kind of cool about the gamble sets of the old days. But I will say the training store and those kind of reroll sets are also, you know, a nice addition. But Man, cool shit back in the day where you just like add badges to with set in an elite player pack if you choose one guaranteed elite player. So very similar concept to what we have now, just done in a slightly different way. So I guess that's something that we still have, but like back in the day, it used to be cards, trading cards to get that stuff. So it felt a little different than quick selling everything, even though maybe it's similar. But all right, now back in MUT 15, we used to have like everything from budget cards to like high end limited time cards, right? Even like Madden 25, wasn't somebody like only one card or two cards in the game of a specific golden ticket, and then somebody quick sold one of them? he pissed off the community. But like, I didn't mind like crazy budget cards that played above their overalls, and then cards that were like super limited and exclusive, right? I've tried to like bridge the gap with the limited exclusiveness by saying, hey, maybe they should make like shiny cards that have like different unique like visual features so that people get excited over them, versus kind of like how Pokemon does it, versus like just, you know, everybody kind of has the same card on the field and it's all the same price. Some way of providing some sort of exclusiveness, because there is none. But like going back to budget cards, like when Madden, I can only think of 16 at the moment with like Dree Archer, Brashad Perriman. Like there were some cards that were just like crazy good. That played above their stats when the game launched. We really kind of lost that. Every stat, like every card is now like capped at 88 speed when the game launches. You know, nothing that really like can compete against higher cards. Higher overall, the better player is. You better your player will play. But like, I don't know, theme teams with the Schefter stars, rising stars type of stuff provided some really good budget cards and played above. I miss it personally. But you know what? Now their overall algorithm actually works a little bit better, so it's better suited to kind of like, you know, just find the highest overall and that's the best player. So it's a little bit more boring. There's no exploration and the lack of variety there. So also like packs. Remember we got like Cornucopia? I don't think it'll still be. It probably still won't be here. Team of the week, we still got that stuff. Elite. Elite player card. Team captains were really cool back in the day. Regular season kind of stuff. Training camp MVP. We kind of have some of this though. We had a little bit of that in 20. We had theme diamonds and stuff. Team diamonds. Ultimate trophies at 33 silver trophy collectibles and 2 elite badges set to earn the 99 overall Barry Sanders. So like trophies, this was a lot like the Night Train lane set, but there was other things like Silver Master, Gold Master, Elite Master, where you just put in those amount of badges or those amount of players and you get a card just for turning in a bunch of players just like that. So like this is like, I mean, this is Theme Diamonds, right? So this is basically a copy paste from that. That's not too different, but man, there was a lot of good stuff back in the day. Ultimate Bo Jackson, Night Train Lane, fun times. So yeah, it's interesting to go back and see what made us fall in love with the game. A lot of things that like kind of they've lost over the years. Like why did we come into love with 15? Even though the meta is part of the meta was just as bad as it's always been. Madden 15 meta, they're like nanos, PA end around, or like strong power. Like what was it? No, wait, sorry, pistol bunch, tight end, and Saints, either strong power or the inside zone run. Both were crazy. So it is what it is, right? MUT Master was also hard back in the day. Remember MUT Master? When it wasn't more than just like a participation trophy? I miss that. I totally miss MUT Master. So, that's kind of my thoughts. 15. Why did we fall in love with it? That's why. Final editions. Position heroes. So here's a Silver Master set that I was talking about. Were you Silver Position Master collectibles? And you were in 99 Jamal Charles, 99 Earl Thomas, 1 Lombardi pack, and 100,000 coins. Coins from sets, kind of cool too. Kind of want more of that. But yeah, there's MUT 15. That's why we fell in love with it. It is what it is, though. What'd you got? What was your first MUT that you fell in love with? What brought you into the game mode? Let me know in the comments. Thanks. That's it, partner. That's what I wanted to talk about. So yeah. All you can play is like head-to-head. Play a friend, I think. I didn't even try that. But you can't even buy stuff on the store. Auction house basically dead. And, oh yeah, the trade block wasn't limited too. You get to trade cards, then they'd be auctionable. Forgot about that. Trade block was also awesome. Till next time.